Hey guys, welcome back to another video at Believe It Breakdown with your weekly Bills bestie. Today, I'll be covering the Bills Patriots game. A heartbreaking loss written by costly penalties, turnovers, and missed chances that completely shifted the momentum. The inconsistencies was way too much for the Bills to overcome. A game that slipped away despite moments of hope. Starting off in the first quarter, both teams were very sluggish in getting their offenses to produce, with both teams having an unproductive opening drive. On the Bills' first drive, Kincaid had a pair of 20-yard catches, but the drive abruptly ended in a Josh Allen fumble. The Bills were able to get the ball right back after Matt Milano forced a fumble that was recovered by Terrell Bernard, but they were unable to capitalize with any points as two offensive penalties stalled the drive, with penalties seeming to be an issue for Buffalo's offense the entire quarter. The Bills' third drive in the first quarter also ended in another turnover, this time being a fumble by Keon Coleman. There was also an offensive holding penalty on Kincaid before this fumble, making it Buffalo's third offensive penalty in the first quarter alone. Truth be told, the opening quarter wasn't exactly thrilling with all those penalties and turnovers, but it didn't even stop there. The second quarter didn't offer much of an improvement either. Though the Bills' offense was slightly more productive, they still failed to reach the end zone. Their first drive ended in a field goal with key catches from Dalton Kincaid, 13-yard catch, and Joshua Palmer, a 23-yard catch. Three penalties, two of which were declined, contributed to Buffalo being unable to score any points in the end zone. And on the other side of the ball, the Bills' defense were able to keep the Patriots' offense contained, with A.J. Epinesa and D. Walker getting a sack on Drake May, forcing a punt, keeping the game tied 3-3 with 6:24 left in the half. To everyone's dismay, even with all this time left on the clock, the Bills were still unable to capitalize with any points before the end of the half. Josh did have a strong 19-yard run, but it was overshadowed by another offensive holding penalty, this time on Connor McGovern, and the drive ending with an 8-yard sack on Josh. The Patriots ended the second quarter with the possession of the ball and a field goal, with a defensive pass interference call on Trey White giving them a first down off a 3rd and goal at the Buffalo 12-yard line, with the score at the end of half being 6-3. Offensively, the second quarter did show a flicker of life, picking up yardage and converting a couple of third downs, but ultimately, the Bills couldn't make it into the end zone. This frustration being visibly displayed by Josh Allen as fired up on the sidelines, especially given the fact that he was facing his old teammate, Stefon Diggs, whom the Bills contained pretty well in the first half, but even Josh's emotion couldn't overcome the lack of execution. Overall, the first half was painfully tame with limited explosive plays, insufficient drives, and many self-inflicted wounds. The third quarter is where everything began to come to life for both teams, with both the Bills and Patriots finding the end zone for their first touchdown of the night, with Buffalo leading a 10-play, 71-yard drive coming out of the half, with another 20-yard catch by Dalton Kincaid moving the sticks and leading to the 6-yard touchdown pass to C. Samuel. The Patriots matched the Bills' energy, also running a 5-play, 75-yard touchdown drive, with Stefon Diggs picking up some momentum with 16 and 32-yard catches. The Bills' following drive seen some good catches from Kincaid, a 17-yard catch, but their drive ended early after a pass that was intended for Khalil Shakir was intercepted by M. Jones. This interception leading to a New England touchdown, with Stefon Diggs racking up 2 more catches for 40 yards in the fourth quarter, putting the score at 20-10. The Bills did respond with a touchdown, with Kincaid contributing with another great 23-yard catch. A New England roughing the passer penalty also helped the Bills extend their drive, resulting in a 2-yard touchdown pass to Keon Coleman. The Bills forced a New England punt and got a field goal, tying the game up 20-20, with 2:17 left in the half. However, the Bills allowed Drake May to scramble and escape a sack to make a 12-yard pass to Stefon Diggs, which allowed them to convert the down, ultimately setting them up for the field goal that would win them the game. This was another game that exposed the Bills' lack of discipline. Turnovers, penalties, and poor decision-making continued to define their play. With a total of 11 penalties, 3 of which ended in New England getting basically free first downs. I mean, again, we need to be able to control both sides of the ball, control the amount of penalties. I mean, it gets getting out of hand. It's carried on from last game where, penalties have been the biggest issue of our game. On the brighter side of the game, Kincaid had 6 receptions for 108 yards, kind of, stapling him stepping up this season. I definitely hope to continue to see him progress this season, making those contested catches and getting both feet in near the sideline. But for the overall game, until the Bills learn to protect the ball and clean up mental mistakes, they'll keep beating themselves. And if the defense wants to be taken seriously, they've got to step up when it actually matters. Well, that's my take for the game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my breakdown. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and even comment anything you might like to see me analyze. If there's any trades, if there's any specific plays you guys might want to see. I'm always down to, make another video. So again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next week.